Hi guys. So I'm Selena,
I'm Jared, we're the Sorensons.
and we wanted to just make this little video to thank you guys for coming out to the Logan Energy Conference. It was so fun to get to know you and to meet many of you that we haven't met yet, and to share a little bit about us and what we're doing. And you guys were so awesome. You braved the weather and you came. And you had every excuse not to come, and you came anyway, and we really appreciate that. That was really cool.
We really want to thank Tammy and Casey Ward, their staff and their family. We know that there's a lot of work, a lot of effort that goes into putting on the conference, and it really was an amazing event.
Yeah, most definitely. It was such a blessing to be able to be there and make those connections. Just a great day. And we wanted to share with you a little bit about what we do on our ranch. We just couldn't believe the difference when we came home. It took about a day by the time we gathered up kids and visited family and stuff, and we made it back home, and the temperature change was like
70 degrees, from 30 below zero in Logan to 40 degrees in rain when we got home.
Which is about 4 hours west, so it's not a huge way, but it was just unbelievable. And I know you guys experienced a lot down there as well, and we felt like we needed to get an ark to float in all the water, but we know it's going to be a huge blessing on our ranch. It's rare that we see this much water, and we're just really excited and thankful for that blessing.
So one of the things we talked about in our class was how soil health directly relates to our health as humans. There was a study done by a renowned soil scientist. His name is William Albrecht, and he looked at why some young men were rejected during World War I for the draft, and why some young men were accepted in the United States when the U.S. entered the war. And he found that the men that were accepted came from largely the plains, where there were large herds of buffalo. There was deep, rich soil, lots of minerals in the soil, and that's where they grew their food. The men that were rejected for the draft, they came from more shallow soils that were less mineralized, and because at that time they didn't have a distribution system, they ate the food where they lived. And so his conclusion is that our health really is affected by the health of the soil.
So it was really an interesting study, because there wasn't any cross-contamination or whatever you want to call it, because they couldn't truck the foods across country, and there wasn't refrigeration, so they were just eating the foods that they were growing there. So it was a really clear indication how the health of our soils really does affect our health. And so we want you guys to be aware of that, and aware that you can source your food. You can find out where your foods are being grown and what their practices are and what they're using, and are they paying attention to the health of the soils. Really good things to find out about the producers of your food.
So on our ranch, we're striving to be stewards of the land, to manage it in a way that glorifies our Creator, our Heavenly Father. And we contrast the grocery store food, which is just
It's
there's a lot of it,
of like food-like substances, right? There's artificial flavorings and processed foods. They're so processed, there's no nutrients left in them, and your body doesn't recognize them as foods, and so it stores it away as fat, or it can't eliminate them, and so all that turns into toxins in your body. We don't want that. What was that study you were telling me about the rats and the cornflakes?
So they had some lab rats. They fed some of the rats cornflakes. They fed some of the rats the box, and ironically, the ones who ate the box lived longer than the ones who ate the cornflakes.
Now, we're not telling you to go eat the boxes, but we are asking you to take a more proactive approach to the foods that you're eating and that you're feeding your family.
So you contrast what you can find on the grocery store shelves largely. We call them filler foods, to the nutrient-dense food that we're striving to raise through our regenerative agriculture practices that actually build soil, enhance soil health, and it puts the minerals into the forage. The livestock consumes the forage, and then we are able to consume the meat from the livestock. And we want to offer you that opportunity also.
Yeah, because we don't want you guys just to be like just living and getting by and having medication for this or medication for that. We want you to thrive. We want you to feel great and amazing while you're on this earth. So we're really focused on making sure that what we're growing is nutrient dense, and are committed to finding others and supporting those as well, because we recognize that God has blessed us with these stewardships and that there's a way that He's designed for us to be stewards over them. And we feel that as producers and as consumers. So those that we're supporting, we want to make sure that they are aware of those designs that God has set forth and that they take that responsibility seriously. And we encourage you as consumers to do that as well, to find those who take that responsibility seriously. And because you guys are at the conference, we offered you an amazing deal on our quarter beef package, and we just wanted to remind you of that. And there's a link right here in this email. Just click on it and it'll take you to the page where you can order that package. The promo code is in the email, so look at that. Normally we're selling our quarter package for $8.86, which comes to about $8 or more a pound. It's about 110, 120 pounds, and it varies a little bit from animal to animal. And today, and from the conference, because you guys are so awesome and came, we are offering that to you for $6.47, which brings it down to an amazing $5.80 a pound, which for this package and this quality of meat, it really is an amazing deal to get that price on grass-fed, nutrient-dense, beyond organic is how we consider it, beef, and that we know you guys are going to love it and enjoy it, and that it will be a blessing to your family.
So if you click on the link, go to the website, enter the promo code, and we encourage you to look in your freezer. What do you have that's just filler foods? One of the common excuses that we get for people not wanting to buy our beef is because you have to buy it somewhat in bulk. Well, if in your freezer you look and you find that there's lots of things that aren't really adding to your health, that are just these things that fill you up, but don't add nutrition, we encourage you to contribute some of those things to your dumpster, your compost pile, and make room for things that will nourish your family, that will create energy, that will give you the strength and health to be able to fulfill your missions in life. And that's what we want to do for you.
If your box is more nourishing than some of those foods in your freezer, you don't need them in your freezer, because you definitely don't want to be eating them and putting them in your family. So make space and get some nutrient food coming your way. So thanks for joining us. You guys have been amazing, and we really appreciate you, and we hope all the best for you. Click on the link and stay tuned. We'll be sending you more emails as you order. We'll give you tips on how to cook the different cuts that you receive and answer questions. We just want to help you in any way that we can on your journey to having a more nutrient-dense lifestyle.
Thanks. So when you order, we will arrange a time and a place to be able to meet. Because we've had so much interest in the Logan area, we've got them on the schedule now to make a delivery there, and then other deliveries along the Wasatch Front on a monthly basis.
So once you get your order in, we'll be in contact with you for sure on times and dates, but we will be in the Salt Lake, Ogden area next Friday, and so that's the 20th. So we'll be sending you some emails, but if that doesn't work, we are looking at monthly being somewhere in the Wasatch Front, so we'll make it easy for you to get your meat. And if you are interested in getting even more discounts off of your beef, and you want to help us get our message out there and share this great offer with others and allow others to get great beef, contact me, because I have a program that you might like to join, which will get you even more discounts. All right, you guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.